Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Alleged teen suspect hospitalized after full Berlin robbery attempted in Manchester. A 19-year-old suspect has been hospitalized under police guard following Monday night's attempted robbery of a Berlin team in Greyground, Manchester. The suspect was injured during a shootout that left one of his accomplices dead. A police source said the suspect is from St. Catherine. He was found during a search of Greyground on Monday night after the police observed a trail of blood near the scene. Reports suggest that a group of gunmen attacked the security team at a distribution center shortly after 7 p.m. During a reported shootout, one of the gunmen was shot and killed. Police are searching for accomplices who managed to escape. Cabby accused of causing death of 5 people granted $7 million bail. Delroy Rodney, the 47-year-old cabby, who has been charged with 5 counts of causing death by dangerous driving, was on Tuesday granted bail in the sum of $7 million. Rodney made his second court appearance before the Westmoreland Circuit Court on Tuesday morning. Attorneys Lambert Johnson and Faith Salmon, who are representing the taxi operator, had initiated a bail application last Wednesday when the case was moved to the High Court. But due to time constraints, the matter was pushed back to Tuesday. The prosecution objected to bail for Rodney on the premises that he is a flight risk, and it was alleged that he fled the scene. In Rodney's defense, Attorney Johnson argued that the accused did not flee the scene, but had rather sought medical help before later in the evening contacting the police to make arrangements to surrender. Justice Day suggested that the accused turned himself in within a reasonable time. This is a factor that carries great weight in a man's favor for bail, the judge stressed. The judge added that Rodney also expressed regret in his actions that resulted in the death of the victims. In granting bail, High Court Judge Justice Courtney Day said he, Rodney, has good conduct, no previous conviction or criminal conviction in driving. In reaching the bail sum of $7 million, the judge said 3 sureties can come forward. Justice Day said the court also had to consider that it will take at least 6 months for the fast to be completed and for a trial date to be set. In granting bail, the following conditions were imposed. A stop order was placed on the accused. He was ordered to surrender his travel documents, report to the Brookfield police station in the parish 3 times per week between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 p.m., and he is not allowed to drive during the period of time he is on bail. Rodney was also advised not to discuss the case with the witness family nor the sole survivor in the crash. The cabby is to return to court on February 22nd. 2 killed in St. James crash involving truck and car. 2 people, a man and a woman, reportedly died as a result of injuries they received in a motor vehicle collision on the Lilliput Main Road in St. James on Tuesday morning. The crash involved a Toyota Vaxi motor car and a truck. The police have not yet released the identities of the deceased. However, the woman is said to be an American. The truck was reportedly heading in the direction of Montego Bay, and the Vaxi heading in the opposite direction when the collision occurred. The truck ended up crashing in a section of a commercial building after the collision. Recently, the National Road Safety Council (NRSC) urged Jamaicans to exercise extra caution on the nation roads as the holiday season approaches. The NRSC reported that 391 fatal road crashes from 355 fatal crashes since the beginning of the year, with an increase in both figures typically seen during this festive season. Dr. Lucian Jones, Vice Chairman of the NRSC, emphasized the importance of promoting vigilance on the roads now. As people look forward to celebrating and ending the year on a high note, it's unfortunate that we often see more Jamaicans losing their lives or suffering injuries in road crashes, he stated.
This morning we have a major traffic collision out in the Lilliput area. What we have garnered so far was that a Toyota Vaxi motor vehicle was overtaking a line of traffic and collided in a trailer, which then ran into a building. Out of that accident, we're hearing of 2 fatalities and some multiple injuries. This has led to a backup of traffic along the thoroughfare. We're just asking for the motorists to just exercise a little bit of patience and caution as we try to get things cleared up as quickly as possible. We're asking that motorists please just exercise due care and caution on the road. Roadways, we are trying our best to ensure that we have adequate police presence along the roadways. There are some issues in terms of use some of the stop lights, the lights because of accidents. So we are just asking motorists to just exercise some caution on the roadway this holiday season.
Mixed reactions as traffic changes in Mandeville take effect. There were mixed reactions as the long-awaited traffic changes designed to ease congestion in and around the Mandeville Town Centre in Manchester took effect Monday morning. One of the major changes is the conversion of Caledona Road from a two-way to a one-way corridor. Motorists have been rerouted and are required to travel north along the thoroughfare and past the Mandeville Regional Hospital. This has raised concerns regarding the time it will take to get to the hospital during emergencies. The changes have also created a bottleneck heading into Mandeville Town Centre, causing miles of traffic pile-up jam. Some motorists say the changes are not feasible. But Council for the Mandeville Division, Joseph Oliphant, says the municipal corporation will continue working with the National Works Agency to improve signage. He is urging road users to exercise patience. I know it's challenging to people because it's new, and anything that's new, always puts on a challenge. One of the greatest challenges that I've heard since morning is people coming from New Green Road cannot access the hospital by a right turn here. We know that that is a concern, but we will do what it makes to make the signage and put in place and notices, or put in place that the motoring public and the public on the whole can be aware of what is taking place. Mr. Oliphant encouraged motorists to plan their route to limit delays. The Mandeville traffic plan has been in the making for nearly 2 decades and caused much debate among stakeholders about some of the proposed changes. A traffic warden at Mandeville Primary School said she also experienced difficulties maneuvering the space following the changes. She said the public was not aware of the changes and the new traffic lights ahead of implementation. She added that traffic police are needed to help direct motorists at least for the first week of implementation. Meanwhile, Carl Smith, a teacher at Mandeville Primary, noted that motorists are speeding in the vicinity of the school. He urged the authorities to erect a slow school sign. Sergeant Ferzel Williams, head of the Manchester Traffic Department, believes that over time traffic will improve. There are more vehicles on the roadways using the same road space over a number of years, so there have to be some changes, and this is one of the changes that has come about, and I'm certain that this change will assist traffic, he stated. Justice Fair hosted in Montego Bay for persons with disabilities. The Legal Aid Council and Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities hosted the inaugural Justice Fair for physical challenged persons in a bid to advance equality and inclusivity for citizens within this group. The event, funded by the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP), was held at Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay, St. James on December 7 under the theme Justice Without Barriers, Equal Access, Equal Opportunities. In her address, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Justice, Grace Ann Stewart McFarlane, said the government is on a mission to create a society where individuals with disabilities have unimpeded access to justice and are able to stand on equal ground with their peers. She noted that true justice requires identifying and dismantling barriers that obstruct the path for equal opportunities and human rights for all. In fostering equal access, the government is constantly addressing matters relating to the laws that govern persons with disabilities, whether they be physical, whether they're in communication, and attitudinal barriers that hinder the full participation of persons with disabilities in our legal system, she explained. This requires a comprehensive approach that embraces inclusivity. That means accessible courthouses and legal documents, fostering an understanding and appreciation for diverse perspectives, the Permanent Secretary added. Stuart McFarlane said the ministry is committed to working with government bodies, legal professionals, advocacy groups, and the broader community to design and implement policies that will empower, support, and protect the rights of persons with disabilities. Let us advocate for a legal system that is truly inclusive, where the voice of every individual is heard, including persons with disabilities, ensuring that their rights are protected without compromise, she emphasized. Persons with disabilities attending the fair were afforded access to justice services such as expungement of criminal record, victim support, free legal advice, restorative justice, and child diversion. They also was able to access services available from other entities such as the Passport, Immigration and Citizens Agency, Office of the Public Defender, Registrar General Department, Heart and STA Trust, National Housing Trust, and Minister of Labor and Social Security. For his part, Minister of State of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security Norman Dunn stated that the event coincided with Disabilities Awareness Week 2023, which ran between December 3rd to 8th. He indicated that a collective effort is required to make a difference as the government aspires to create a legal landscape welcoming of every member of the society. The state minister said Jamaica must ensure that no one is left behind and that every individual is heard and their perspectives considered. It is therefore a call to action, a declaration that the pursuit of justice is incomplete unless it is accessible to all, inclusive of every voice and respectful of every right, Dunn stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell